Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kathy, traveling with Charity, and I travel full-time in my RV with Hope, Faith, and Cassie. But now I bought land, so I'm here on my land right now in my RV, trying to stay warm. Well, not trying to, because we're warm, but it is cold. It was like, I want to say 18 degrees this morning. It's still in the morning, but now I think it's up to a whopping 20. I don't know, maybe not even. Maybe just went to 19 because it feels really, really cold. But I'd rather have it be cold than 110 degrees and we're all sweating and all that stuff and looking for a hotel, and we haven't had that at all this year, so thank goodness. But anyway, today is story time. Woo, 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 woo. I was talking to a really good friend of mine, Carrie, and he suggested that I tell this story to you guys. So shout out to Carrie. Him and his girl watch it, and they're like it's a sitcom, like they're watching it and stuff. And you know what? And it's so funny because I read some of you guys. Well, I read everybody's comments, and some of them. One lady said, "Girl, I'm up here eating chips and watching you like it's a sitcom." One lady said, I don't even know if it's a lady or a man, said that they went and got some popcorn to start watching my YouTube channel. That means like the world to me. It's like, what? What? Seriously? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm 6,000 subscribers, over 6,000 subscribers, and that is like, oh my goodness. Anthony always say, just leave it alone. And he, you know what? And Anthony, before I get to the story time, let me tell you what Anthony said to me a couple of days ago. What is crazy, but he is so freaking funny. Y'all don't understand. He might be funny, like haha funny when on his YouTube channel, but in person and on the phone, that boy is hilarious. But anyway, he told me that, he says, remember when we first met, you had 300 subscribers? And I said, yeah. He says, you were so excited. You had 300 subscribers and you was just like hollering, yay! And I was so grateful. I had 300 subscribers. People were watching me and I had like 100 and they were still watching me. And I was like, wow. I was so excited. So I am just as excited today as with 6,000 subscribers like I was when I had 3. I mean, I was just, when I had 3 subscribers, I was over the moon, and he thought that was so hilarious. He just told me about this a couple days ago. But anyway, I told this story about Hope, who's laying right here. Oh, you can't see her. I told this story about Hope, and he definitely said, no, this is story time. This is definitely story time. So I'm going to tell you this story about Hope. And it's a bad and kind of good story. Oh, you want to look out the window? Okay, let's get you out the window. There you go. All right, Cassie wants to look too. But Cassie just wants to go everywhere Hope goes. But anyway, this story is about Hope. When I was living in Georgia, always walking the dogs. I mean, 2-3 times a day, sometimes 4. Go ahead, little curly tail. Sometimes 4. And this one time when we walked, I saw this lady. Uh-oh, is somebody out there? Nobody's out there. Anyway, I saw this lady walking by, and the funny thing is I found out her name was Kathy after everything went down. We were walking, and she's an older lady, and she was coming towards us. And when she came towards us, she was like, and I normally when people are coming towards us or behind us, I like pull them all to the side. Let's just go to the side. And at this time, I didn't have Cassie. I just had Hope and Faith. And she came towards us, and I was pull them to the side, and she was like, "Oh no, dogs love me. Dogs love me." And I go, here, pet Faith. Faith is all right. So she insisted on petting Hope. And Hope let her, I was like holding on to Hope, like, please don't do anything. Hope didn't do anything. Hope actually let this woman pet her. And I was so amazed. So we're walking on. And about maybe a week or so later, you coming back up? Come on. A week or so later, we're walking that same way again, and I see her coming up, and I still was trying to not trying to. I was just like making them go towards the other side so Kathy can go by, and Kathy just rolled up on Hope like she knew her for years. And Hope assumed that when her rolling up was rolling up to come to me, and Hope bit Kathy. I was devastated. Let me just tell you, I was so devastated. We were close to my house, and I'm crying. I'm pulling Hope and Faith, like, let's go, and I'm like, I says, Kathy, I'm gonna give you a ride to wherever you need, to the urgent care and all this stuff. And I get her in the I get the dogs in the RV, and I wrapped her arm up, with stuff, and we get into my car, and we drive up to the urgent care. I am bawling. When I say bawling, my eyes are red and tears are coming. The ugly cry. There you go. It's the ugly cry. So anyway, I'm in there with the urgent care, and she's giving the name, and I'm like all still like crazed. And the nurse comes out, or whoever it was. It could have been the nurse. I think it was. The nurse comes out. She sees me bawling, and Kathy's just holding her arm. I'm bawling, and the nurse looks at both of us and goes, "Who am I supposed to see?" She didn't know if she needed to take me in because I'm just going out of control. And another lady came out and to try to console me, and not only just to console me, but also take my information. And before she even started taking my information, she was saying, I've been working here for 20 something odd years, and I have never seen a person come in with the victim, meaning Kathy, the dog biting somebody. The owner never comes. Now, Hope is a Rottweiler Rottweiler pit bull, as I already told you guys. And, it's known when they bite somebody, they want to put the dog down. And I was like, I wasn't even thinking about that. But when she came and was taking all my information and all that stuff, then it like dawned on me, oh my God, they're probably gonna like kill my dog. And man, now I'm like really crazed as well. But anyway, Kathy comes out, and everything is fine. I give the lady my credit card, and she goes, "Oh no, Kathy has good insurance. She's fine. She'll take care of it." I says, "Are you sure? Let me pay for this." And she goes, "No, it's fine. I'm just like impressed that you are here with her." And they just kept on emphasizing that. Well, and then after it was all over, they told me that, Someone probably will come by and talk to you about your dog, come see your dog and all this stuff. And then, I just, whatever. But no one ever came. No one. No one came to see or talk to me about the dog, And I was telling Carrie, shoot, we would have been on the run. I'd be looking for plane tickets or whatever the hell. Start my RV up and we're going to be on the run. But of course I wouldn't have done that. But that did cross my mind. So anyway, I find out where Kathy lives. And she was living in this like modest home. And I found out that she was renting a room. She didn't own the home. She just rented the room. So we exchanged numbers, and I was telling her, doctor's appointments, I'm going to take you wherever you need to go. I'm going to take you. We became friends. And of course, I took her to doctor's appointments. She didn't have a car. I took her to doctor's appointments. We would go out to lunch and have a good time, and it was just really nice. I would call her up and go, listen, I'm going to Walmart. You want to come? And she goes, yeah. Or she'll call me up and says, Kathy, can you go get me a cheeseburger? That kind of thing. And it was cool. But I noticed something about her when she got out of the car. It wasn't like this, oh, I'm so happy to be home. You know how we get, people, we all get, sometimes we're like out all day and we're like, oh, thank God we're home. But it wasn't like that for her. And I found out that she not only rented a room, but when she had a roommate, and it was only the two of them, this guy and her, and he wouldn't, not that I know of, physically abuse her, but emotionally abuse this woman. She would stay in her room like all day because she was afraid to go out of her room, to get out of her room, to go anywhere when he was home. And she didn't tell me it right away, but she definitely finally did tell me, because I think I insisted on helping her with her groceries and bringing them in or whatever. And when I remember one day when she was walking in, he yelled something, and I didn't hear him, and he didn't know I was out there getting the rest of them. I was like, what the heck? And I went in there like, what the hell? What? I mean, everything came out. I didn't cuss him out, but every time I went over to that house, which was every other day because she lived 5 minutes away from me, I would walk in like, so she felt safe. When I came over, she would be in the kitchen cooking, and he would walk by and just go to his room. And I would like do this. I wasn't even who I was anymore. I was upset that how dare you treat this woman like this. I mean, she had everything in this room, because she didn't want to leave the room. And I says, you didn't tell the landlord or anything like that? And she was like, I told him one time, but then it got worse because then he retaliated, and I don't want to say it anymore. And I'm like, whatever. So where I lived, where my RV was, the guy that owned the RV park area, I says, John, do you have anything that she can live in and all that stuff, and so she can get the hell up out of there? And he said yes. So he actually had his own RV there, which was an older RV, and And it was someplace where she can go, and the rent was cheaper than the freaking house, believe it or not. And so she ended up moving in, and I was helping her pack her stuff and move out of that place, because I knew eventually, even though he never hit her, I think he never hit her, I think eventually he would hit her, because he was definitely making her cry and lock herself in the room. She would leave at 6 o'clock in the morning walking just to be away from him. This is what she's telling me. Now she's telling me all of this stuff. So she moved into the RV, and I swear it was just, I felt so good that she had a safe place to live and neighbors around her that can help her out. Because she, like I said, she was an older woman, that neighbors can help her out. And I was there close to her, and everything healed. She even went and got a cat. I helped her pick out a kitty cat, and she still has it today. She no longer lives there now. She lives in South Carolina with her son and the dog and her kitty cat, and she's living her best life. She's no longer having to deal with an abusive person, you know, that's just like taking advantage of her and telling her she can't do this and can't do that, and it's not even his house. So even though it was the worst thing possible that Hope could have done to somebody, and I get it. I get that Hope was still she was trying to save me and protect me. I get it. But still, it was just like the worst ever situation. But it became something better. It was like, you know, I don't think God wanted Hope to bite the lady, but God needed someone to come in her life and to help her out in the situation. And he just chose me. He chose me. How cool is that? He chose me to help this lady. How about that? That is just like sometimes so overwhelming just thinking about it. He chose me. And she's doing absolutely wonderful. And so am I. And we still keep in touch. You know, not as much as we used to, but it's definitely, we still keep in touch. You know, happy Thanksgiving, what you doing, da-da-da. I just found out she has 2 new granddaughters that were just born. I think they were born like a week apart or something like that. It's just absolutely wonderful. So that's my story for today, and I'm sticking to it. You guys, thank you so much for being a part of my life and allowing me to come into your homes and for me to share stories and do whatever I do, and you're right there with me. You guys are the bomb diggity. Just absolutely wonderful. I couldn't have asked for a better audience. You know, you guys give me good advice. You guys consoled me when I'm just like crazed. You guys tell me how things are looking good, and congratulations. I am just so blessed to have you in my life. I really am. Uh-oh. Is something going on? What's going on? Okay. Okay. You know, it's so funny. Sometimes when they bark, a car is going by like miles and miles away, and I look out there and there's a car going by and it's like miles away. I don't know how they do it. You see anything, Faith? But anyway, thank you so much to the old subscribers, the new subscribers, and the subscribers to come. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much, everyone that's been joining and rejoining and all that good stuff. And I'm going to figure out how to put everybody's names up there, but you guys are just absolutely wonderful. And the donations, I really appreciate it. And everything. Make it a great day, guys. Make it a great day. And be free. Be absolutely free. I love you guys. You guys are the bomb diggity. Be free.